Welcome in, everybody, to the Ken Griffey Jr. Live stream for the What If series. What if Griffey never left? What if Ken Griffey Jr. had played his entire career in Seattle? We're going to dive into this. It was 2000 that he started his journey with the Reds, and we know how that went. He had a lot of injury-plagued seasons there, and just didn't seem the same with Ken Griffey Jr. after he left Seattle. So we're going to go back in time. We're going to hop in the time machine. We're going to use Baseball Mogul, and we are going to replay. We are going to simulate his career from 2000 on, and we're going to see what Griffey can be in a full career with the Mariners. Can he bring a championship to Seattle? Can he get to 600 homers, maybe 700 homers? Can he get to 3,000 hits? What can he bring to Seattle? Now, we're going to try to keep some element of realism here, right? We're not just going to go out and trade for the best players. We're not going to try to manipulate the system. We want to try to keep it somewhat realistic. And so that what that means is, A-Rod leaves at the end of his contract. We're going to either let him go or maybe we trade him, right? In the original Griffey universe, A-Rod just walked a year after Griffey left. The Mariners were just kind of going in a different direction, building around Ichiro. So we're going to see what we can maybe do with A-Rod there. And we're just going to see how this Griffey-verse goes. If this Ken Griffey Jr. universe can get us multiple championships, maybe we're fighting for one championship. I really have no clue. We're going to be simulating this in real time live together. You guys in the chat, you can help me out here. If we're going through this and we need to make some moves, I might come to you guys and let you maybe help us with some moves. Anybody that's catching the replay of this, make sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think. And always like the video. If you're a Griffey fan, if you're a Seattle fan, like this video. We have a special hat today. This is Ball Cap Sports, right? So I better come with the good hat game. So we have the Ken Griffey Jr. retirement ball cap on for this stream. So strap in, guys. We are ready to go. Let's move some things around here, and we're going to jump right into this. Let's get that out of the way. Let's bring this in. So here we go. The year is 2000, and we are going to rock and roll. Let's take a look at the lineup real quick just so you can see it. Let's fix that. This is just kind of wonky right now, but we'll fix it. I want Guillen in there. I'm fine with Widger at catcher. I think I want Cameron out and left. So those are the only changes that we'll make. But we've got Edgar, we've got Griffey, we've got A-Rod, we've got Buhner, we've got Olerud. Ichiro has to be leading off. And I think this team is pretty good at this point. Let's move Widger down. I think this team is pretty good. I think this team right out of the gate has a chance to win the West this season. The pitching is going to be interesting. Moyer, Garcia, we'll see what we have. We'll see what we have to do here with the pitching. Maybe we need to make a trade. Maybe we need to go get Randy Johnson back. This is again, we're going to make it realistic. So if we do go get Randy Johnson, we're going to give up a lot. We're going to try to keep this as realistic as possible. And again, I'll lean on you guys. But without further ado, guys, let's just fire this thing up. Let's get this thing to the amateur draft. The amateur draft is going to be, this is where we're kind of get off the rails, because we're going to be drafting guys that the Mariners probably didn't draft. We're going to take the best available, but let's get to that. We're going to do that real quick. Let's take this thing to the amateur draft. We're going to watch for injuries as we go. This is a great start. Oh my gosh. Nobody's getting hurt. And look at that record. We're 30-10. Let's keep on going. We got 40 wins by the draft, 40-15. Holy wow. All right. Let's get into the draft here. Who are we going to draft? This is the year 2000. Let's take a look at what's available. We've got probably the best name. We got Grady Sizemore here. We've got Irvin Santana. We've got David Wright. I kind of want David Wright to have a chance to go to the Mets. We've got Francisco Rodriguez. A lot of names here. K-Rod is the highest scouted. We got Jared Weaver. So there's a lot to go with here. I think what we're going to do, we're not going to draft Sizemore because Griffey's the center fielder for a while. I do think we need some starting pitching. It's between Wright and Irvin Santana in my mind. I really want to make sure the starting pitching is legit. We know what David Wright turns into. We're going to make David Wright a Mariner. I know I said I wanted to let him maybe go to the Mets, but let's make David Wright a Mariner. All right, next pick. We'll do the first 3 picks, and then we're going to simulate the rest of the way. Irvin Santana is still available. We're going to take him. And then the last pick that we're going to do, then we'll let it simulate the rest of the way. Quinton. We've got Espinoza. I don't know, guys. What are we going to do? Is Carlos Quinton the way to go? These peaks can always be adjusted. That's the thing about this. It can always adjust for a variety of issues, but he is the highest peak guy. That's amazing. So we'll draft Carlos Quinton. All right. We're going to let the rest of this, we're going to simulate the rest of this, and we're actually going to go until the trading deadline. Let the computer do the rest of the round, and we're going to look at, again, we're going to get this thing to the trading deadline. I don't know if we're going to need to make any trades. This is great so far. Thanks, everybody, for hopping in here. Everybody that is live. Kyle, you're feeling it. I like the emojis there. Let's keep going. This is not a good July. And we're just trying to get to 500 here in July. We've got 13-game lead, but still, we don't want to be firing off these, 500 months second half of the season. It's not a good sign for the playoffs. So 69-33. We do have an Ichiro injury to look at. Ichiro looks like he might be out for the rest of the season. What a rip. Broken elbow, however. So we're going to have to fix that. What do we got? Do we need to make? Well, we got Raul Ibanez. We're going to bring Ibanez back up. Ibanez is going to go into right. We're going to move Guillen to lead off, and we'll have Ibanez in there. That is too bad about the injury. The pitching has not been stellar, but it's been all right. Kaz Sasaki, who remembers Kaz Sasaki? He's got a nice 30 save season with a 1.64 ERA. Bullpen has been solid. Let's make sure we've got the best team out here. Yeah, Gil Mesh. I think we're going to do a Gil Mesh for Ryan Franklin move there. Okay, not going to tinker too much with this. It would be nice. Listen, we may not have too many opportunities to win a title with Griffey here, so I think we need to take our best step forward here right out of the gate. So let's think about making a trade. I want to make sure that the rotation is on point. Let's look at some teams that are struggling. Let's go to the National League. We've got a really bad situation happening in San Diego. Their best pitcher, they're not getting much out of anybody over there. I don't want anybody there. How about Colorado? They are also struggling. Their pitching situation, no, that's not going to work. Anybody else that might be out of it? New York, let's check the Mets. Nope. And they're struggling for a reason. Philly. Not a whole lot of options to trade with here. And that, let's go back to the American League. Let's look at Cleveland. Again, we're trying to find a starting pitcher to strengthen our bullpen. And we're seeing a lot of these teams that are out of it, and they're out of it. One of the reasons is they don't have anybody good in that rotation. Let's look at Oakland. We might have to stick with what we've got. Let's look at Chicago. I think we're going to stick with what we've got, quite frankly. Nobody else that's in it is going to be willing to make a trade. So we're going to stick with what we've got. And again, we've got this is the White Sox. We got to get back to our squad. It's not terrible. It actually could be a lot better. It's borderline terrible. That might be why we had a 500 July, but we're going to roll with it here. We're going to roll. Let's go. Let's get through until the playoffs and see. We have a 13-game lead right now. I feel comfortable that that'll hold, even if we're 500 the rest of the way. The only problem with 500 the rest of the way is I'm concerned about our playoff chances. Going through September. Again, we had a great start. We've been 500 pretty much throughout. So here we are. We are in the playoffs. We've got the Tigers in round 1 of the playoffs. This is our first year doing the resync for Griffey. So let's take a look at Griffey. That's really the only person we care about. 42 homers, 119 RBIs, 103 runs. A fantastic season. An MVP caliber season. We'll see if he gets it. I think he'll be in the mix. A-Rod with a great season. 45 homers. Edgar Martinez didn't hit for a high batting average. Jay Buhner struggled. Let's move him down, actually. Move him down a few spots. Again, we're dealing with Ichiro's out for 10 days, so we could have Ichiro back in the next round. Let's make sure our pitching is set up. We've got our best out there to start. We are not going to worry about that stuff. There we go, game 1. We lose game 2. We go on the road, get that one, and we get that one. We are moving on to the next round. The Tigers have been dispersed. We are in the American League Championship Series against the Red Sox. We're close to getting Ichiro back. That's big. We got Pedro Martinez, 22-4 against Freddie Garcia. Let's see, game 1, 1-0. All right, game 2. 4-2. This is looking good. And as a bonus, Ichiro is back. So let's get Ichiro back in this lineup. Raul Ibanez, see you later. And Ichiro is back at the top of the lineup. I like our odds with that. So let's go. We've got Derek Lowe, 7-12. This is a good opportunity. And they got us. All right, next up. All right, 1 game away from going to the World Series. And we're going. So Griffey, in the year 2000, originally the first year that he was gone, we are in the World Series. I'm very surprised. This is a great start. Let's look and see how Griffey has been doing in the playoffs. So, a 235 average in the DS and a 273 in the CS, a homer in each. 9 RBIs in the ALCS. So let's keep it going. We have Griffey and the Mariners against the Dodgers. The Dodgers went 88-74, and we're meeting them in the World Series. Game 1 is Freddie Garcia against Andy Pettitte. Mariners get the first game 6-5. I'm feeling okay. I don't want to jinx anything. Next game, 5-0. Okay, we are 2 games away from bringing a championship to Seattle. Griffey in the first 2 games of the World Series, just 2 hits. We're going to hope for some better production moving forward. Again, we just got Ichiro back. He was great in the ALCS in those 3 games back, 7 for 14. Need him to get it going. Listen, we got a 2-0 lead, and we haven't gotten anything out of Griffey and Ichiro yet. Here we go. We're going on the road now. We need to make sure we have our lineup right without the DH, because they can get kind of screwy. We need to have, okay, we're good. Ichiro at the top. Griffey batting third. That's too many. That's too many lefties at the top of the lineup, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we go. That's better. Let's get John Olerud a title. Blue Jay fans that are here hanging out, let's get John Olerud a title. All right, let's give this a go. Moyer starting for game 3 in LA. 7-6, Dodgers win. Next up, Dodgers win again. We need to get this one. Come on, Freddie Garcia. We need this one. There we go. Okay. 2 games at home. We are 1 game away from getting a World Series for the Mariners in the very first season of this Griffeyverse, replay simulation, replaying his career. Let's go. Let's do it. Who we got? It is Bobby Madrich against Kevin Brown. And if we don't get it there, we got Jamie Moyer going in game 7. Let's get it done in game 6, though. Here we go, guys. Here it is. Oof. We are going to game 7. It is a game 7. Oh, my gosh. Right out of the gate, we are in game 7 of the World Series. Let's go. Let's go. I'm afraid to push it. Here, before we do it real quick, Griffey's numbers in the World Series. 273, 1 RBI. We need something from Griffey here. We need a big game from Griffey. Let's go. This is it. Let's make sure we have our best pitcher going. We have Moyer lined up. Moyer's got a high ERA. Everybody has a high ERA this year. I think he's the best option, though. Freddie is toast. Let's go. Here it is. Game 7 of the World Series right now. Yes. Ken Griffey Jr. brings a title to Seattle in the year 2000. Originally, year 1 for him in Cincinnati. He brings a title to the Mariners. Listen, if we don't get back to the playoffs again during this simulation, this is a win. Now we're going to see if we can get another title, if we can turn this into a, maybe Ken Griffey Jr.'s career arc goes Jeter and we can get multiple titles. At the very least, we're going to be tracking the home runs and the hits. So let's get into the offseason. First, let's look at the awards just to see what we have. We got to simulate through, I think, to the free agent period to check the awards. This guy, no, let's release him. Release. We're going to move through these off-season pieces quickly, guys. We'll release Norm. Okay. Let's move that out of the way. Let's just check and see if we have any awards. We have a MVP for Ken Griffey Jr. So on top of it, Ken Griffey Jr. wins the World Series with the Mariners. He wins the MVP in 2000. Kaz Sasaki, the closer, gets a Rookie of the Year. A-Rod wins a Gold Glove. Listen, maybe A-Rod, I said A-Rod was going to go, but if we're winning titles, A-Rod might stay. This may turn into a what if Griffey and A-Rod stayed if we're in the World Series again next year. We get the World Series in 2000. We're going to see what we can do next. All right, so we've got a nice situation. We don't really need to do a whole lot. Let's see what free agents are available. That's the only thing I'm interested about is maybe adding to the rotation. And it doesn't look like there's anyone that I'm really interested in on the free agent market. So we're just gonna move on. We're gonna run it back with the same squad. So let's go to spring training and let's get to 2001. 2001. Let's see if the Mariners can repeat. Mariners getting that World Series, Griffey getting that MVP in 2000. Pedro wins the Cy Young. Good for you. We are loading some rookies in. Let's go. All right. Let's get to opening day. We'll make sure our lineup's good to go. Here we are. Lineup. We're going to run it back. We are basically going to just run it back. Let's make sure there's nobody coming up. Kenji Jojima. Let's get Kenji up there instead of Lampkin. And then the pitching. Let's just let the computer fix that for us. All right. We need... Kaz has to remain in that closer role. Let's see. Sorry, video game, but that's the wrong move. We're going to keep him in that closer role. He was the Rookie of the Year last year. He was great. Let's keep it going. All right. Hope you guys are having a nice Wednesday evening. We had a lot of moves today in real baseball land. A lot went down. Let's get into this. Let's go to the amateur draft. Lineup was set, pitching step. Let's get going. Heading to the amateur draft, coming off a World Series. 500 pretty much the first month. Still flirting with 500. We're 4 games back. Still 500. Need to make a run. There we go. There's a little run. 30 wins. 30 and 28. 2 games back at the draft. Let's see who is available. We're going to just do the first 2 rounds this time. We're trying to move quickly through this. This is not intended to be a 2-hour thing. We're going to try to get this thing done in about maybe about an hour max. We're 20 minutes in, so we are going to pick up the pace here. Let's see here. You got Charlie Morton, Joey Votto, Chris Young. Again, we're not drafting a center fielder because we're not going to push Griffey. You got Pedroia there. A lot of names that we could go to. Let's roll. Again, my number one concern is pitching, so we're going to draft Charlie Morton because I want to make sure we have some pitching for the latter half of Griffey's career. What else is available? You got Marco Estrada, Jeff Neiman, Nolan Reimold, Howie Kendrick. Let's draft Howie Kendrick. All right, and we're going to let the computer run the rest of the way here. We are going to simulate to the trading deadline. Let's see here. Let's get back to the calendar. Getting through the draft. And we are on our way to the trading deadline. I do notice we have a Edgar Martinez injury, so let's check on that. Edgar's going to be back in a couple days. Let's let it roll. Again, back to the trading deadline. Here we go. Fighting back. Look at this. Nice. This is a nice June. All right, July, starting to catch fire. Let's keep it going. A half-game lead. Let's keep it up. Come on, we need a little bit more of a push. All right, 2 games back. We're 54 and 51. We're trying to defend here. Aaron Seeley's out. Let's make a change there. Kaz is also not having the same success, so we're going to make a change at closer. Let's see. Is there anybody down here ready to go? Rafael Soriano looks like he's probably ready to go. Let's call him up. Ryan Anderson can start, so I want to let him have a shot at starting. And come on now. Where did he go? I want to let him in over Brett Tomko. So that's the rotation right now. All right. The lineup is okay. Griffey is having a down season, just 14 homers here at the trading deadline. And all right, again, sorry guys. Let's do this real quick. Let's take a look at the standings. Is there anybody we can maybe go trade with to get a better starter? Brad Radke, Eric Milton is having a good season. Brad Radke, though, is at a 79. Eric Milton could actually have some potential there. So maybe we need to go and get Eric Milton. Let's see if we can do that. Let's go to the Twins. Let's see if we can get a trade done for Milton. It's not a sexy move, but I think it is a move that we need to make. All right, let's get to Milton. Shouldn't have to give up a whole lot. They want Arthur Rhodes in return. Let's do that. Done. So we trade for Eric Milton to give some boost to our rotation. All right, let's go back to the team. Let's get Eric Milton back up here. We're going to get him up. Erwin Santana looks like he's ready to go. I'm concerned about that, so we're going to move that out, move him back, and let's see. Let's let John Halama get some time in. All right. Good. This is coming together. Okay. So that's the situation. That's our move. Let's go. Let's get through and make the playoffs here. Let's go to let's simulate a month. We need to get a little run going. This is feeling good. Come on, we got to make a run. 13, 14. Let's go another week. That's a bad start. 0-5, 7 games back. How about the wild card? And we're not in a great spot for the wild card. 69-69. So we're out of in the wild card. Our only hope is to get hot and win the West. Yeah, it just doesn't look like it's going to happen this time, gang. So that is going to do it on season 2. We'll look at Griffey's numbers. The team goes 81-81 coming off of the World Series. Let's take a look at Griffey's numbers because that's what we're here for. Griffey with 30 homers. He's up to 470 on his career. 1,400 hits, got to 2,000 hits this season. We will be looking next year to cross over 1,400 RBI, 1,300 runs, and maybe 500 home runs. We'll put the 500 home run watch on for next season. So let's get this thing going to the let's get through the playoffs. We really don't care about who's going to win the World Series. We'll watch it. Looks like we have a Marlins World Series. Okay, let's get to the free agent period. Edgar Martinez. It is decision time. Edgar's 38 years old. What do we do with Edgar Martinez? Can we get him for one more go-around? He wants one at 255. I will accept that, and we will do that. Edgar is back for a year. Raul Ibanez, arbitration. All right, we got that. Mark McLemore, we're going to let him go. Tom Lampkin, we're going to let him go. Stan Javier, goodbye. Freddie Garcia, we have to bring him back. I don't want to pay that much, though. Let's see if we can get him for a little bit cheaper. We lose. Jamie Moyer, that's it for Jamie Moyer. Moving on. Jose Mesa, moving on. Let's go. Anybody available via free agency? Still not looking great over in the free agent market. So let's move on. Let's take this thing to spring training. We'll get into year 3 of the Ken Griffey Jr. What If replay of his career. If you are catching me live, we had the year 2000, first year that Griffey was originally in Cincinnati. Seattle won the World Series. Ken Griffey Jr. won the MVP with the Mariners. So they got the title. He got an MVP. And year 2, Seattle finished 81 and 81. All right, let's take a look. Let's just do one thing. Let's make sure we're still making money. Let's make sure all of our budget, everything is set. There we go. All right. Let's get to opening day. 2020. No, we're not 2022. We are in 2002. Remember 2002, everybody? Pre-mask, pre-COVID, all that. All right. Let's get the lineup right. Anybody down here that is deserving of a call up? I don't see anybody I'm really interested in calling up. Jay Buhner is coming off the bench now. I think we're going to move Kenji Jojima to the starting catcher role. Let's just sort the lineup and see what it does. Carlos Guillen over David Bell. That's got to happen. We got Ibanez, Cameron. I want Kenji in there. All right. So the question is this team getting too old? And that is what we're going to have to answer here. So let's give it a shot. Let's see what we can do with this team. Still want Griffey hitting third, A-Rod fourth. He has not left yet. We've got A-Rod signed. Let's do this. Freddie Garcia. All right. Irvin. All right. Let's go. Here we go. Year 3. Let's take it to the amateur draft. You know what? I'm realizing we did not check the pitching. Let's check that. Let's see. Not bad with who's up. I feel like we've got the best guys up. Kaz is just taking a total nosedive. So we're going to make a move. Let's see here. Let's do that. All right. It is early. All right. Let's go. Again, we're going to the amateur draft. Let's go. Let's get back up there. All right. We're back to 500. We're over 500. We have a nice May going. A great May. Let's keep it going. 18 wins in the month of May. So we are tied in first place. All right. Amateur draft time. We're going to do the first 2 rounds again. Look who's available. Oh, boy. Do we go Max Scherzer or Tim Lincecum with our first round pick? Scherzer or Lincecum? We got Matt Kemp available too. I feel like going Max Scherzer. That's what we're going to do. We're going Max Scherzer, first round pick. Second round pick. And then again, we're going to let the computer run it the rest of the way. We got Ryan Zimmerman. Maybe it's Zimmerman. That's what it looks like to me. That's what it feels like. We got Prince Fielder. Prince Fielder looks like he's a little bit closer to being ready. We're going to draft Prince Fielder. Prince Fielder was a beast. Not for getting injured, I think he would have obviously had a much more renowned career. So let's get through this situation here. All right. And we're going to get through this. All right, let's get to the trading deadline. We're 30 and 27. We're trying to make a run. Let's have another nice month, 13, 14, 15. All right, 18 wins in June. We need a better July. Let's get hot. We need to turn this around. There we go. Fighting back to 500 by the end of July. All right, so we have a 7-game lead. This could be another run at a World Series here. Rotation is pitching much better. This is a much better situation than it was last year. The lineup, Griffey is having another MVP caliber season. He is 6 home runs away from 500. He just got his 1,300th run, past 1,400 RBI, probably about a month and a half ago. So we are on home run watch for Griffey. I'm good with what we've got right now. We're gonna go with this team. We're gonna go a month and see if Griffey gets to that 500 home run milestone. Here we go. 500 August, 5-game lead. And let's check Griffey's home run total. Oh no, we got a busted hip for Griffey. What? Oh my, come on, man. Olerud is hurt. Griffey is hurt. What is that? I am disappointed and speechless. We are going to be without Griffey for the rest of the season. Was on an MVP track. This is disappointing. All right, we got to sort the lineup. Get that fixed. We're going to let's simulate through to the playoffs. We have no Griffey through to the playoffs, but hey, he could still win his second ring if this team can get it done. They're going to win the West. We go to the playoffs. And more injury problems. We got Edgar Martinez injured. So we got some problems. All right, we got to make some moves. Unfortunately, we are injury-riddled heading into this playoff situation with all sorts of problems. We are without Griffey. We are without Edgar Martinez. We are without John Olerud. 3 of our leaders are out as we try to get this thing done. And Irvin Santana's hurt too. So I don't feel that great about this playoff run. Let's see what we can do. Game 1 is done. Game 2, all right, let's go. Game 3. All right, Red Sox are done. Let's go on to the next round. Here we go. Indians. Let's do this. ALCS. Tied at 1 after 2. Heading home. We've got Eric Milton. He gets the win. Let's go. Let's get up another one. Wow, here we go. Freddie Garcia to send us to the World Series. Ooh, we go back to Cleveland. We got to get 1, and we got it. Back to the World Series. Now, there is no Griffey. He got hurt, but this would still be Griffey's second title, second championship. We got the 2000 World Series. We are trying to get this 2002 World Series for Griffey. Again, he got hurt. It's ridiculous. The broken hip situation for Griffey. Anyway, had 24 home runs. He's got to wait to next year to get 500 home runs. But we're going to try to win the World Series here with this crew. Let's see what we can do. Let's just make sure the lineup is set. We are good to go. Here we go. Game 1, D-backs get it. Game 2, we are even. Going to Arizona. We got to get 2 of these. We got 1. Let's get 1 more. Okay, we're heading home. 1 win away from the World Series. Again, could be the second World Series for Ken Griffey Jr. Let's get it done right here. There it is. World Series number 2 for Griffey. So unfortunate that he wasn't out there with the team with the injury. Certainly was still there in the dugout, in the clubhouse with the team. Griffey gets another championship, 2 World Series for Ken Griffey Jr. That is good news. I like that. Ken Griffey Jr. getting his second World Series. Let's make sure he's on. Just put him on the roster for the end of this thing. Ken Griffey Jr., World Series number 2. 2 titles for Ken Griffey Jr. All right, we're going to go to the free agent period. Seattle got the World Series. We're obviously, I think we got to bring Guillen back. Ichiro, yep. Let's see if we can get a little bit less, though. Nope. Okay. Widger is the backup catcher. We'll hold on to him. Yep. Buhner. That's it for Buhner. Congratulations to Jay Buhner. 1,000 RBIs, 2 World Series titles. Jay Buhner, 348 home runs. Again, 1,000 RBIs, just shy of 1,500 hits. But we are going to move on from Jay Buhner. We wish you the best. Let's get to Raul Ibanez. Yes, we bring him back. Dan Wilson is done. David Bell. I think we need David Bell. I don't want him for 4 years. Let's see if we can get him for 3. Come on, man. Let's go 3. All right, let's do 3 for 145. Yep, 145. Let's go. Edgar Martinez. Last year was it for Edgar. We brought him back one more time. He gets his second title with the team. Edgar Martinez, 2-time World Series champion. Edgar Martinez is probably going to retire. We got to bring Freddie Garcia back. Let's keep this rolling. We got to bring Bobby back. Eric Milton for sure. All right. JJ Putz. Yep. George Sherrill. Let's just get these all done so we can move on to season number 4. All right, here we go. Let's go. Randy Johnson is available, folks. I think we're bringing Randy back. Can we get Randy back for 1 season? Randy Johnson back to Seattle. Can we get this done? Let's bring that down a little bit. 1-year deal. Come on, Randy. He wants 1 at 9.5. Let's do it. Randy Johnson is back. Maybe his swan song, maybe his final season. We're bringing Randy Johnson back. A 20-win season with Arizona in 2002. He is back. Welcome back, Randy Johnson. We're going to fit him in somewhere. We'll fit him in somewhere, but Randy is coming back. Let's get to spring training. So we have done 3 seasons, and we have 2 titles for the Seattle Mariners. We're on Griffey Watch for home run number 500. Here we go. Best pitcher is Freddie Garcia. So Freddie Garcia wins the Cy Young. Congratulations, Freddie Garcia. Let's get this thing to opening day. From this point on, we are going to simulate the drafts, folks. We are going to, in an attempt to pick up the pace, we are going to be simulating the drafts. Let's get John Olerud back up here. Let's get this lineup set. All right. We got to get Ichiro in that leadoff spot. I want Mike Cameron in left. David Bell, Greg Dobbs. Olerud. Remove Olerud down. I still want Griffey hitting third. A-Rod is still here because we are a championship contender. We're making money. We are in a good position. So A-Rod is still here. We have Randy Johnson back on the 1-year deal. We're going to get him set up. He is in the rotation. Eric Milton, because of the addition, is going to move to a long relief role. So we are good to go. Let's take this thing to the trading deadline. Again, we're going to watch for injuries, but let's go to the – well, it's going to make me go to – let's do this because then we can get through that. We will stop it before we get to the playoffs. I want to stop at the trading deadline. Good start to the year, 500. That was last year. And then we got hot. Here we get hot again. Team staying healthy. We're simulating the drafts because we want to get through some seasons here. All right. Get back to the calendar. June, again, stay above 500. There we go. Nice little run. Stay up. Let's have a nice July. 5 games back. The record's decent. We got to get hot at home. There we go. That's nice. All right, let's make sure we stop it. We are 17-5 in the month of July. Let's go to the trading deadline. 19-5 in the month of July. 2 games back. We got hot in July. Here you see, let's move Olerud down. Griffey with his 500th home run this season. He is 2 RBIs away from 1,500, 2,200 hits. Griffey with 518 home runs. I feel good about what we've got. Look at Randy Johnson out here. Let's go to the playoffs. Let's stay hot. That's a good start. Pick it back up. All right. We are in the hunt. First place. We are in a dogfight. We're falling back, though. All right, 94-68. What a battle in the West this year. Look at that. Anaheim and Oakland and Seattle. Look at that. Brutal. Brutal. Woof. My goodness. I see Amen. It's why not out of the park 21. You can play historical seasons. I am playing historical seasons. That's what we're doing. We're in 2003. I'm a baseball mogul guy. I know I played out of the park, but I just prefer baseball mogul. All right. So this is rough. We are 94-68. A team that could certainly make a run for the World Series, but we're going to miss it. We are going to miss it. We brought Randy Johnson back for one more season. He went 16-6. Not bad. Ken Griffey Jr.'s season, 34 home runs, 100 RBI, up to 528 home runs. Unfortunate the way that went down. He's 33. We are going to move on to, man, this is a rough one. We missed the playoffs with a 94-68 record. That's tough. All right. Getting through the playoffs. Let's go to the free agent period. I don't really care who won. Let's bring Kenji back. Ichiro, of course. Carlos Guillen, yes. Mike Cameron was good for us. I think we're going to bring Mike Cameron back. I just want to maybe do it for 3 years. Let's negotiate with him a little bit. All right. Jose Flores, let him go. Raul Ibanez, I think we can let him go. Freddie Garcia has to come back. Randy Johnson, we're going to let Randy Johnson go. Eric Milton is back. Bringing all these guys back on their arbitration deals. Frankie Rodriguez, I think we're going to let Frankie go. We do have a lot of arms in the minors that are ready to go. We're going to let Brett Tomko go. All right, let's go. Next season, here we go. Anything that's available, Kevin Millwood, Bartolo Colon, Jason Indringhausen, a 30-year-old slim Bartolo Colon, I might add. Let's see. Let's see if we can get Bartolo in. Negotiate a little bit. All right, we're going to have to go. The Yankees have offered 7-4. We got to go to 7-8. That's too much. No, he can go to the Yankees. All right, so let's stick with what we've got. We've built a good rotation with some smart trades and some drafting. So we're going to go with what we got. Let's get to spring training of 2004 with Ken Griffey Jr., season 4 of the simulation. We have 2 World Series championships for Ken Griffey Jr. We have another MVP for Ken Griffey Jr., and we have the 500 home runs. So we're going to hope maybe in a season or 2 we get to that 600 number. And again, we're going to do our best to really, we're going to try to pick up the pace. Let's try to do a season in just a couple minutes. We're going to try to make sure that we get a healthy Griffey. Let's see, want to win titles. That is for sure. We're going to kind of let, let's see, anybody that needs to come up. Let's see. We've got David Wright. Remember, we drafted David Wright. It is time for David Wright. Anybody that missed that earlier, we drafted David Wright in the draft in the year 2000. We also have Chu. Let's see. Shinshu Chu is coming up. So we've got Chu and Wright. We got Ichiro. We got Griffey. We've got Cameron. Let's go. Let's leave Chu on the bench for now. Okay. Let's do it. Let's one other thing. Okay. We might need to make a move at first. I'm starting to feel like this might be towards the end of John Olerud's run. 2,000 hits for Olerud. All right, we're good to go. Let's fire it up. Let's go. Yeah, we're going to let the computer do the draft for us because at this point we might not see the guys that are being drafted in this simulation. Just going to watch for the injuries. Decent start. Fighting for the top of that division. Let the computer simulate the draft. Year 4, I mean, this has been nice. We got two World Series championships for Ken Griffey Jr. How about that? How does that sound? That's just music to my ears. I wanted some milestones and I want some titles. More. The Rangers are good. We are 20 games over 500, and we are fighting with the Rangers. This is brutal. We are going to roll. We are rolling here, folks. We have a good team. Let's check Griffey real quick. In 21 over 500, Ken Griffey Jr. Junior watch, approaching 2,400 hits, 550 homers, 1,600 RBI. Let's keep it rolling. Ichiro's having a nice season. 342 batting average. All right, let's keep it going. Going to the playoffs. Let's go. Let's get to the playoffs. We have a 3-game lead, 4-game lead, 6-game lead, 5-game lead. 2-game, 1-game, half-game tied. Oh, ugh. 1 game back, we have a playoff with the Rangers. Last year, remember, we had 94 wins. 94 would have won it. This time, we are 1 game back of Oakland, and we have Texas. We have a game. All right, so let's get our catcher situation right. Kenji's out for the year. David Wright with a nice debut season. All right, we are ready to go. Ken Griffey Jr., 29 homers. All right, let's go. Let's see. We do have an injury to worry about there. All right, let's do that. Okay, we're good to go. We have a playoff, a 1-game playoff here to advance. We want Joel going. We do not want Joel. How about Irvin? No. Freddie. Gil. Let's go with Gil Mesh to try to get past the Rangers and into the playoffs. Rangers got it. All right, so the Rangers knock us out in the playoff. We do not make the playoffs despite 2 back-to-back 90-win seasons. Rough go. But again, Griffey had a nice season. We'll get into Griffey's numbers. Let's get through the playoffs. Let's see through the playoffs. Again, for anybody that's just hopping in, quick update on Griffey. These are his numbers at this point. It is starting to get kind of sketchy, 34 years old. You see his numbers are starting to get down. We are going to ride it out until Griffey can't do it anymore. 2,400 hits, 550 home runs. We're going to try to get to that 600 number. Let's go to the free agent period. We're going to be re-signing some guys here, I have a feeling. John Olerud. It was a nice run. 2 championships with John Olerud, 2,000 hits. We move on from John Olerud. Ichiro's coming back. Carlos Guillen is coming back. Chris Widger, I think we need him back. It's him and Jojima right now as the catchers. So we need him back. Irvin Santana, Freddie Garcia, Brian Anderson. We have a nice pitching situation brewing. Rafael Soriano, Putz. I think we're going to – I think we have him. I was ready to move on there. Eric Milton. All right. We're building the team together. I mean, this team has been legit. They've been fighting. We are going for another season. It is going to be 2005. Let's just check and see who's available. Always watching that. I feel like we're pretty good. Let's roll. Let's go to spring training with this crew. See what we can do. Let's see the Griffey watch. What are we going to be looking for from Griffey in this upcoming season? Let's turn the calendar over into 2005. We got some spring training updates. We got CC as the best pitcher in the American League. All right, let's look at Griffey's numbers and look What are we watching for? What are we looking for from Ken Griffey Jr. this upcoming season in terms of milestones? 2,500 hits is going to be in reach, maybe 1,700 RBI. Probably, let's see, goes insane. 600 will have to be next season. We're going to have to start thinking about moving Griffey to DH. But I think we got one more year in center field for Griffey. Let's get that lined up. We get the right pitching. Let's get the minor set. Make sure there's nobody that needs to come up. I feel good with what we've got. Let's do that. Okay, Ichiro. Get the lineup set. Obviously, Griffey is still going out there. Chu is not. Griffey is my number 3. Ichiro is the leadoff. Just got to keep fixing this. We'll let A-Rod hit up there. We got David Wright. We're good to go. Let's fire it up. Let's go. 2005. Ken Griffey Jr. Let's go. We got 2 titles. We're trying to get a third. We're trying to keep Griffey healthy so that he gets to these milestones that we want him to get to. Would love to get to 3,000 hits. Got to get to 600 home runs. Trying to win a third Griffey title here. We are letting the computer simulate the draft just to keep this moving. Keep the pace of play up, folks, right? Got to keep the pace of play up. We've been fighting with the Rangers for the division the last couple of years. The Rangers and A's have been really good along with Seattle. Decent team. We are way back, though. I don't think this is going to be a championship team. We are a 500 squad, and we're just too far back. So we're going to let the season play out. Decent record here. 10 games back. Again, decent record, but I mean, look at that. We're 20 games over 500, and we're in 3rd place. Our 3rd straight. This is insane. Our 3rd straight 90-plus win season, and we're not making the playoffs. Look at the West right now with Oakland and L.A. Well, this is driving me crazy. We would have been tied for the West in the National League. All right. Listen, let's look at Griffey. Ken Griffey Jr. is going to – Ken Griffey Jr. took a hit. Ken Griffey Jr. did get to 2,500 hits, got to 578 home runs. He's going to miss much of the offseason. He's going to be our DH next year. Got his batting average back up. Got to 1,700 RBIs, 1,100 walks. Just looking at some of his accolades. Remember, he got that MVP in 2000. 13-time All-Star at this point now. The 2 MVPs, 10-time Gold Glove winner, the 2 championships. We are going to hope he's back for opening day, and let's go to 2000. Let's sign some free agents, and let's get to 2006. I am disappointed. 390 wins. I'm glad we won those 2 World Series, because if we didn't have those 2 titles, it is a stacked division. It's ridiculous. If we didn't have those 2 titles, I would be sad. David Bell, I think it's time to move on. Greg Dobbs, we are going to move on. Griffey, of course, man. We're going to give you a 3-year deal, Ken. You aren't going anywhere. Ichiro, bringing him back. Carlos Guillen. Yeah, let's keep him. Chad Alexander, let's move on. Kenji, we're going to hold him for 1 more year. Irvin Santana, bringing him back. Freddie Garcia, bringing him back. This is all about Griffey. So we're not looking at all the stats for all these guys, because all we care about is Ken Griffey Jr. here. Let's see. Let's keep it rolling. We need to get these guys signed so we can get into 2006 with Ken Griffey Jr. We're going to be on the 600 home run watch for Ken Griffey Jr. And we're going to try to get a 3rd title. Roy Halladay is available, folks. Let's see. What does our pitching rotation look like? It's not that bad. I mean, I know the ERAs are a little high, but it really isn't that bad. And the lineup is getting better. We've got some youth in there with Howie Kendrick's up. David Wright is up. So I'm good. I'm not going to make any moves. I think we can make a run with what we've got. Again, let me just look at it one more time. free agents. Who's our first baseman? That guy, Dae-Ho Lee, 29 homers, 120 RBI. We're good. I think we're gonna win the West next year, despite how ridiculous it has been in the West. I think we're gonna win the West. So let's go to spring training. Let's get Griffey a title one more time. Let's get 3 for Ken Griffey Jr. here. Let's see. I see the sign Doc. We're gonna let Doc go. I don't think we need him. I like the pitching rotation. I like the pitching rotation that we've had. We have drafted 4 pitchers. We should have Max Scherzer knocking on the door here soon. Yep, Max Scherzer's ready to go. So's Charlie Morton. That's why I didn't draft. That's why I didn't pick up Doc. We got Max Scherzer and Charlie Morton. These guys are ready to go. Max is coming up. Charlie Morton is coming up. Let's see. We're going to move. So we're going to bring Morton and Scherzer up. Eric Milton. We're going to leave Milton down there. We'll have some depth. All right. So Max. Let's look at the numbers real quick. Irvin. We're going to watch that. We're going to watch that close. And then the lineup. Griffey is not ready. Not going to be ready for opening day. He's going to miss the first month of the season. All right, let's go play another week. He is going to be moved to the DH spot when he's back. We got about a month to go until Griffey's back. Let's sort this lineup. All right, we got about a month until Griffey's back. Let's see. Let's bring up. All right, so there we go. Let's roll with this for a month. Let's get Griffey back. Then we got to figure out the lineup with Griffey. Let's see here. Probably another 2 weeks, maybe? No, we want to skip all these offers. Let's get rid of that. Another week. All right. We don't have Griffey yet. And Griffey's back. All right. So Griffey's going to be the DH. Instead of Quinton. We'll move Kendrick out. Griffey's hitting third. Let's get Ichiro back up. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to move Griffey down. I hate to do it, but I'm going to move him down. Let's have Griffey hitting 5th. All right, with some protection there. Okay. Freddie Garcia is going to be back. Irvin Santana struggling. I said we were going to keep an eye on that. I know Scherzer's struggling, but we're going to give him more innings. Let's make that switch. Here we go. All right, let's go. Got to turn it on. I think this team can turn it on. Simulate the draft. Again, we were simulating the draft to pick up some time here, try to get this through. We are in 2006, Ken Griffey Jr. We are on the 600 home run watch. We are 2 titles in for Griffey. Oh, we got another Griffey injury, guys. What is this? He's going to miss a month. This Ken Griffey Jr. career might be winding down before our eyes. We are 18 home runs away from 600. He's got a collarbone injury. What is that? All right. We're going to be without a month for Griffey, so let's get a month done. Team's turning it on here. All right, Griffey's back. The team is back too. All right, Griffey into that DH spot. All right, let's go to the trading deadline. Team is good right now. We have a 1-game lead. Max has turned it on for us. All right, things are coming together with the rotation. The lineup is good. We got Griffey 17 home runs away from 600. We got to get there. David Wright. Look at David Wright. Get some, man. All right, let's go. Let's stay hot. Come on. Fire it up. We're home. Let's get something. Come on, stay 500. Okay, we're 3 games back heading into the last month. 4 games back. All right, make it nice and easy. We got another Griffey injury. Guys, it's falling apart for Ken Griffey Jr. Oh, no, this is how it goes. All right, putting Griffey down. He's got about 3 weeks without Ken Griffey Jr. We're trying to get this thing together. 10-5. We need a run. That's the run. We are tied with the A's. We gotta keep it going. 2-game lead with 3 to go, and we're facing the A's. Oh, win. We just won the West. Okay. So we got the West, and we're going to face the White Sox. Griffey keeps getting hurt, but we're going to roll with Griffey. This is Griffey's simulation. Look at that 59. That's brutal. Here we go. Make sure we got the best pitching we could have here. All right, this is about as good as it's going to get. We're going to get Charlie Morton out of there. He has struggled. Ervin Santana's in the bullpen now. Here we go. We're going to try to get a World Series. Can we get number 3 for Griffey? There's a nice one. All right, 2-0 lead. We got to get one more. Come on, we need one more. There we go. Sweeping the White Sox. We won 94 games a couple years ago. We didn't make the playoffs. Trying to get championship number 3. We keep facing the Red Sox. We've been able to get through them each time. Let's split. Can we split? There we go. We head home. Let's get these. There's 1. There's 2. 1 more. And we're going to the World Series. All right, this is the 3rd World Series appearance for Griffey and the Mariners. We are trying to win World Series number 3 for Griffey. We got it in 2000. We got it in 2002. We are back here in 2006, and this is a sentimental year because look at Griffey. He is a 59 overall at this point, 36 years old. It has fallen apart a little bit quicker than I would have liked to. I wanted him to get to 600 homers. We probably have 1 season left with Griffey. But you see what he's done here in the ALDS 308. Struggled in the ALCS, but here we go. We are in the World Series for the 3rd time with Griffey against the Brewers. The Brewers were 97-65. So it's a fair matchup. Let's go. Brewers got us in game 1. Got to get it back. Ooh, we fall down with our 2 games at home. No. Let's make sure the lineup is set without a DH. I don't like this. 1 game away from elimination. We got 1. All right, so the Brewers win that World Series. It was Griffey's 3rd World Series appearance. We're going to have 1 more year, I think, with Griffey. I think it's 1 more Griffey year. Let's bring A-Rod back. He has become a Seattle lifer because of these trips to the World Series, the competitiveness. We're going to give him his money. Chew. Yep. Let's move quickly here because I think we got 1 more. I think we got 1 more Griffey here. They may auto-retire him. I may need to go unretire Griffey. All right, we're going to move on from Mike Cameron. We've got David Wright. Kenji. We'll keep him around. Ryan Anderson, Gil Mesh. We've just crossed over the hour mark on the live stream. Thank you guys for hanging out. Yes, Midwest Sports, the Brewers made the World Series. All right, we're almost wrapping it up. I think, again, 1 more season with Griffey, the way this is going, the way he's progressing. Like I said, I think I might have to unretire him. We're not going to mess around with free agents. Let's look at Griffey. Is he still on the team? Good. He's still there. And that's our crew. So you know what? I want to try to give him a championship on the way out. So let's go to the free agents. Look at Johan Santana. He is a restricted free agent. That could be trouble. But Tim Hudson, maybe. Look at Pedro. Pedro's on the downside, though. I don't know if we can get Johan. Let's try it. We're going to match the Yankees. We're going to go nuts for Johan Santana. All right. We get that done with an insane deal. $23 million. All right. We're doing it, though. And let's do 1 more thing. This is probably going to be the final year for Griffey. I like the lineup. I like what they've got. So we're going to roll with that. We bring in Johan Santana. He is going to be our guy, get us to the promised land. 1 more year with Griffey. Let's go to spring training 2007. This is probably going to be it for this Griffey simulation. We're just over an hour. I wanted to keep it to an hour. We're moving as quickly as we can without compromising on just general quality of the content here. 1 more year with Griffey. This is going to be his swan song. Let's take it to opening day. We had an injured Griffey in the 2006 offseason, so he gets through this offseason healthy. That's important. Let's make sure that lineup is right. Again, Griffey is going to be our DH. Let's see. We got to get David Wright back in there. We got to fix the lineup. Okay, there we go. Let's move Griffey to the number 6 spot. All right, here we go. We've got one more Griffey year. He's a 59 overall. He's 37 years old, 16 homers away from 600. Let's get it. All right, and make sure that we've got this right. We're good to go. Let's do it. Here we go. What can we do? Final Griffey year. Whoa, look at that start. This is nice. Let's keep it going. We do have an Ichiro injury. Let's see if we need to tend to that. He'll be back in a week. Let's let it roll. How do we have Griffey starting out here? Griffey is struggling. But I don't care. We are going to roll with it. 2,600 hits. Let's roll with it. All right, let's go. Again, we're going to simulate through. Let the computer do the draft. Final year Griffey, everybody. If you've got your lighters, light them. Last Griffey season in the simulation. Trying to win a World Series for him. We've got a battle going on for the division. Again, that West has been ridiculous. We have a Johan Santana injury. Let's look at that. He'll be back in a week. So we'll leave that be because he will be back. Griffey does not have a home run. He's got nothing left. But it doesn't matter. We are leaving him in there. Let's go to the trading deadline. All right. We're 8 games back. It's just absolutely ridiculous. The situation in the West. I don't know what we can even do at this point. I mean, look at Los Angeles. Come on. We're in a good shape to get a wild card spot. That's going to have to be our way in. Let's go. Let's get hot. It's a good start. 10-2, 14-3. Great August. Great August. We're only 3 games back. Let's stay hot. 3 games back. Santana's been great. Griffey still does not have a home run. He has 100 hits. Let's go. Let's get to the playoffs. Stay hot. 2 games back, 1 game back, tied. 2 games back, 1 game back, tied. First place. We got it on the last day. The last day. Look at that. We take the Angels out. 3 games, down 2. 3 games and the Angels go down. The Mariners get that division. Look at that on the last day. All right, let's do this. Griffey got a home run. 27-37. Let's go. Let's get a World Series for Griffey. No, that's not good. That's not good. Well, we blew it all on that stretch. No. We blew it on the stretch against the Angels. And the White Sox take out the Mariners. I don't believe it. Oh, man, guys, that's rough. Let's take a look at Griffey here. One last look before we say goodbye to the what if Griffey stayed. We had 2 championships. We made it to the World Series 3 times. He hit 585 home runs, 2,737 hits, 1,600 runs, just shy of 1,800 RBI. He had a 20-game hitting streak in 2007, even though, that's all he could really do. But Griffey with a nice stretch, 13-time All-Star, 2-time MVP, 5 slams, 2 World Series titles. Ken Griffey Jr. will retire and go to the Hall of Fame as a Seattle Mariner. really surprised. Those last 2 years just lost all of his power, had some injury issues that just sunk that power and kept him away from 600. That is disappointing. But what isn't disappointing is the 2 World Series. Ken Griffey Jr. was unable to get the championship in his career, but he gets the World Series, 2 of them with the Mariners here. Thank you guys for checking this stream out. If you're still here, we're at 70 minutes for this one. Appreciate you guys spending some time that are live, because we are doing this live. If you're catching this after the fact, make sure you hit the like. If you're still here in the room, I see we do have a few people still left. Hit that like if you're all about Ken Griffey Jr. getting 2 World Series championships with the Seattle Mariners, a full career with the Mariners, and that's how it goes. Not too bad for Ken Griffey Jr. getting a couple championships. Thank you for watching this one. Keep an eye out. We'll probably do some more simulations as we go. We'll think of some more what-if scenarios to play out, and we'll be doing some more 2021 simulations as well moving forward. Thank you guys for watching this one. Keep an eye out for that other content. Like I said, stay close to the channel, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching.